Hey guys, Shinlock's here, back with our blind playthrough of Disco Elysium. Yeah, I'm super tired. Hopefully this game picks up a little bit. That's all. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. Yep. Alright. Yes. Yes. Right. You're super cute, Jake, baby. Yeah, so last time we didn't do much. We explored the apartment and stuff. I guess that's the tutorial. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that was a radio. So there's yellow things and green things. What are the difference? What is the difference? I don't know. Let's find out. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Okay. So this is like alternate timeline. Are we in Russia or something? There's something on the table. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is this money? Money gained. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. See, I'd prefer this to just be on all the time, not detective mode where you get closer to it and then it becomes interactive.
Hello, officer.
Hello.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
That's young? She looks like she's 70.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Okay. Perception sight. Alright.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer, am I military personnel, or turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking? I guess we'll talk to her. Classe? Miss Orange disco dancer. Okay.
No.
Wait, I know I'm a businessman, chief executive officer, right? Or then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You're shitting me, or goddamn right, I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it. Are you sure? You're shitting me. See, is this supposed to be like funny? I'll say one.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Oh, God. So they weren't... So basically they're saying amnesia. You drank too much and gave yourself amnesia or whatever. Which... I mean, okay. The amount of alcohol needed to do that would basically kill you. I don't... Okay.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay. Right. So, yeah, the red box means it's a red check, which is funny. It cannot be retried. What are the, suggestion? Okay, so it's suggestion. Anyway. Try the expression on her, but he's always got it on, right? Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Why do I feel like this is an automatic... I don't know. Not necessarily an automatic success, but just the weird checks, like why? Are they trying to break up all the questions? The monotony?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
That's a problem. We'll ignore this. 3%. I should get going now. Leave.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Was the whole point that of her turning and walking away to show you the butt?
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions? Let's try this, because now I'm curious.
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Oh, my name's Harry?
Yes.
What exactly, what is it they have against the police
The
here?
dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am
You're
I?
in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
You're in Revachol.
Didn't we know that already?
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Okay. So it was a world, like the New World Order, and then the, well, yeah, probably the new Revachol forever, I guess.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
Why? I mean, okay. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods toward room 3. Which is what? What's room 3? Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Why?
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on, alright. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
You're so cute, my Jack. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Sayans?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
Why do you gain experience from that? I guess the question is why gain experience in general? Like, I'm not against it, but I just want to understand why. You know, because I guess it could be like, oh yeah, you're learning about the world, or you're solving mysteries, or whatever. I don't know. Also, what else?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Okay. I'm sorry, when you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way, like a wild beast? Let's try this one, I guess.
Yes. It was very cool.
That sounds sarcastic.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
You know, but the other thing is, these checks, I don't get experience from them. Right? Like, they just happen. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Okay. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? You're making this up. I would never behave like that. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
Okay.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. Was there anything else? So this is interesting. It's like, you know, informative, I don't know, chaotic, or I don't know. I don't know what these two are, but we'll just say we'll keep it neutral.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Okay.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay. Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Okay. Well. Okay. We got stairs. This is the weekend edition of satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde. So are we in France, or what the hell's going on here? Do we click on the door again? What do you want?
The door is closed.
Let's just leave for now. I'm glad we didn't just like walk in. Stairs down, or no one's gonna, you know, I guess I could have walked out without clothes on or whatever, but okay. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Oh, is that the other shoe? Oh. A gust of briny wind washes over you. So what is red?
There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Secret task. Okay.
Like 2 baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes, or how do they fit?
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Okay, so morale and health. Whatever the difference is. Okay, so I'm glad we have shoes. Okay, let us... What is this? Journal. Find your other shoe. Yep. Officer profile incomplete. Map. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Electrochemistry impossible. Well, but you have to raise it. Those on white are available to try now. Okay. Interact. Okay. Okay. For 15. Okay, so just 15. What if I gained experience, but this wasn't equipped? You know? What then? And then I assume... Okay. It was 30 before. So I bet this is real time. Because I haven't been playing for... I mean, maybe. I guess we'll see. So there was a world... And this is the capital of the failed revolution. There's our partner. Summer door closed for the winter. So it's winter then. What is that? What is that in front of him? A bird? This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker's connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. So... like the purple and all these things... So green is regular and all these are just different skill checks, I guess?
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Okay, my soul is immense, my soul is modest, its normal size. My soul is puny, my soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
Are all of these just voiced by the same one person?
Through a PA system.
And that's supposed to be...
By other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. Or I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestrations folks.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Oh, I see. Finished thought. So is that a real... Tasks. Sing karaoke. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. Preferably in the evening, more people at the bar then. Okay. What is this? Is that in the back?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Okay.
Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Easy failure. Well, let's look at the stuffed bird first.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken, The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Hopefully I wasn't the one that did that.
This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegoarius skua.
That's the great... So I assume knowing that gives you this option. That's the great skua.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Ah, so we were the one that ripped it off the wall, presumably. That's also presumably why the whole empathy thing was like, everything's cool. It's like, as a failure.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Do I keep asking him stuff? Let's ask about the bartender.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Okay. I mean, I could say what's the difference, like, for more info, or... Let's say understood.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave. There goes Jack. Menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. Water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. And I can interact with it. Okay. Healing item gained. Why? I could just take it? Doors bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. So after 1300 I can go back there? Inside you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for union members. Doors open 1600. Okay.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Okay, cryptozoologists, I believe, are the... They're not the one that do the fake taxidermy of, like, weird animals, right? Or are they?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Okay. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. That's a pinball machine? I thought it was like a wheelchair or something, but okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Okay.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Okay.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
See, that's interesting. I did notice the white rectangle on the back as I was walking around. I just assumed it was, you know.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Have we not met before this?
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Conceptualization, medium 11. Invent a name for yourself. Odds are high that we will succeed, but what if I say I don't... I assume I could say I don't really know my name first. Like, red checks don't get a chance to redo, but you can presumably do them later, right?
Okay, then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
So can I not go back? Well, fuck. Ugh. Okay, well, that's annoying as shit. Well, whatever. You mean him? Nod toward cafeteria manager. Yeah, just talk to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. What interviews I have or I haven't. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I'll say I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I mean, the amnesia thing I get. That way we could be like, what? No, what's going on? So we're like a fish out of water, but I don't know. Anyway, dead body. I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah, no, or completely. Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say no.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How could you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Okay, that's fair.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean the Rat Squad or Internal Affairs? Which one is which? I mean, so is this more of like a sympathetic thing to him, or I don't know, I'll say Internal Affairs, whatever.
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
Like this? Like this thing down here in the bottom? Or is that something different?
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your
You
pockets.
mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up. Or pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay. Should I do number one?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
So it's the Citizens Militia. They're not really a police officer, but good enough. It's basically the same thing.
And then Soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
Yeah.
But first, we have to take it down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What were we supposed to do again? I'm still, like, upset about that red check. Because it's like... Maybe that's the whole point, is that you can go back and do white checks again, right? So they'll be available, but maybe red checks will only be available when they're first presented. Is that my thought? I don't know.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Okay, let's go leave.
After you, officer.
New task, interview cafeteria manager, inspect victim's body.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay. Yeah. Tasks. Sing karaoke. That's #1. All the others are related to the job. Ah, see. Yeah, the RCM. Report your badge missing. Use the radio in his motor car. Cafeteria manager might know something about the murder. Just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Okay. Well, let's try talking to him again, actually.
Yes?
I think you should know I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Yes. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything there was heavy drinking
Have you
involved.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
So what's my rank? Okay, so what should I
Try
concentrate on?
work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Let's try this.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
That's how I feel too. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Could I have been poisoned or something?
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Okay, well that's good. We're getting little quests and stuff, I guess. Tell me about the
What
case.
do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I literally know nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim
A
was?
security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
I see. Hold on, and the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Ah,
We're the police in this city.
got it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. There's... Police are whoever the police are, if, you know.
The RCM, the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Huh. So they're technically... not... interesting. It's sort of like... the true authorities allow us to operate by looking the other way. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. Secret task. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? What? Let's do number 3.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the Dock Workers Union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Okay. I guess I'm not sure who all the
Is
players
this
are.
a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
Okay, so another... What does that mean? Like the workers are trying to take over the corporation, like those...
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Wait, so is this a strike or an attempted coup?
Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
We should ground the workers into fine paste, feed them to the pigs. We should ground the owners into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. With this little foreknowledge, I'm unsure which side to grind in a pig's feed. The decision must ferment in me. Also, nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side in a pig's feed will do anyone any favors. I'm really, really smart. Oh, you. I spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig feed. Why? This is actually the more interesting question. This is like a jab at, oh, people, those people that sit on the sidelines and don't take whatever. And I mean, yes, kind of. But anyway.
Politics is habit forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
From an imaginary fan.
What does that mean? Imaginary what?
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a A pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now this seems relevant or let it go.
Later.
His
Was
voice
there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
His voice is unflinching. Was there anything else you wanted to know about? Oh, yeah. So I have all the info I need.
Good.
Okay. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport. Or, come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. Or, you're right, what's there to know about a lame binoculard? As someone wearing glasses.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
I feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
What the... Okay. You wanted to call him a name, basically, I guess. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone. No, I don't. I'll just say I'm just observing. That's fine.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
Oh, and, well, yeah. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
So, Korean? Like Seoul? The city? Seoul?
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-insulary state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Okay, I guess it's not interesting then, or you're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know about Seoul. Okay, so it's not... So it's a totally different world. It's not like alternate timeline. It's just a different world that kind of looks like ours, sort of. You're only making it sound uninteresting.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
A point of pride to him.
Tell me a secret about yourself. I guess.
No.
Lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Ask again or oh, okay. We'll let it go.
The lieutenant nods.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So, how do you, tap the side of your head? Are you saying, so you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That makes sense. That's all for now. Conclude.
Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Okay. What if I want to work this case alone?
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
Fair enough. What if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
That's fair. Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation.
He's talking about like your alcoholism.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking.
Okay, so these are going to take my spot? Is that what's going on? My commentary? Okay, that's fine. All right, well, let's go over here then. And then I guess we'll save. Okay, inspect victim's body. End of date. What's the... Oh, I see. It's a timed or time... Not time sensitive, but at a certain time. Okay, joining him on the whirling in rags balcony. All your stations, Lazareth. Pissing competition. Apparently there's a pissing match between Precinct. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay. Well, see, not that. Oh, it's the thoughts. 3 hours, 25 minutes. But what does the experience do then? Temporary research bonus. So while it's researching, you have -1 logic. But then what happens when you research it? Well, you have the problem. So you're just, like, thinking about where the dude is? Okay. Sure. Oh, physique 2, motorics, psych, power to influence your capacity to reason. Sure. What's THC? Oh. All right, well, let's save. Sure. You know, whatever. No, let's not. Let's have at least 3. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, better, and different, let me hear them. I do read all of them. I do try and respond to all of them as well. I guess I'm kind of warming up to it. Right now, like I said, I'm still sort of working through the let's get it over with part. The hell is this? Collage content policy? Cancel. I don't know what collage is. But I assume screenshots, and they basically say it was like, oh, we take free we own the screenshots or collage or whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, still working through kind of the like okay, let's get it over with thing. But I mean, there's parts, I was laughing a little bit. It's okay. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably gonna go do something else. Normally I try and record a bunch of these back to back, especially when I'm having a good time, but I'm just kind of like, I mean, I realize that at the same time, it's like the beginning of the game. They're still established, like they just established the world, kind of. I don't know. It's okay so far. Yeah. But, yeah. Like I said, questions, comments, concerns, let me hear them. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I guess we'll say, I did groceries. I went to get groceries this morning, so that's good. Restocked my tuna. And, yeah. That'll do it. That is all. That is all. See, I'm kind of like, even me, I'm like looking over here. Maybe I should just, maybe I should just move the webcam over there at the end when I'm talking to the camera. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's my unique puzzle moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. Hope to see you guys next time. And until then, guys, take care.